Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the external sources of recruitment. In last lecture, we have talked about what is recruitment, its objectives and features. So in today's class, we'll discuss the sources of recruitment. Before we begin this session, let me ask something. If a company suddenly needs 15 employees within a month, where will it find suitable candidates? Will it only depend on existing employees or will it search outside the organization? So this brings us to the topic external sources of recruitment. As we all know that recruitment is the process of attracting qualified candidates for job vacancies. When organizations look for talent from outside the company, it is known as external recruitment. Introduction and meaning. Why organizations look outside? When organizations need fresh talent, new skills, or simply cannot fill a role internally, they turn to external sources of recruitment. External recruitment brings in new perspectives, diverse experiences, and specialized expertise that may not exist within the current force. So, it is especially critical for entry-level hiring and a specialist role. So, external source of recruitment refers to the method through which organization attract candidates from outside the organization to fill vacant position. So, why do you think that companies hire outside? Because it brings fresh ideas in innovation in the company. It provides a large talent pool because if we go outside of the organization, we have larger talent pool. From there, we recruit our candidate. It also helps acquire specialized skills and it supports organizational growth and expansion. Now, we will talk about the types of external resources. There, as we all know that there are different types of external sources of recruitment like advertisements, campus recruitment, employment exchanges, recruitment consultants, jobbers, and labor contractors. Now we will discuss each source in detail. Campus recruitment. Campus recruitment is a method where organizations visit colleges, universities, and educational institutions to recruit students before or immediately after graduation. The process of this campus recruitment is company visit campus and they conduct aptitude tests and interviews and different types of tests and from the from that they select suitable candidates and at the same point they issue offer letters to the students and the candidates. It has different advantages because if we go to the colleges you get large number of candidates available. They are also cost effective for bulk hiring and you have also access to young and trainable talent. For example, companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Accenture, and Deloitte regularly recruit candidates from the colleges, whether it's engineering colleges or management colleges, because it is best suitable for fresh candidates, entry level positions, and management trainings. So, this is about the campus recruitment. Employment portals. What are the employment portals? Employment portals are Naukri, LinkedIn, Indeed. Employment portals are online platforms where employers post job vacancies and job seekers upload resumes. It works as a company posts openings online and candidates they also apply online. From there, HR shortlist applications, and on the basis of that, for the shortlisted candidates, interviews are conducted. So the advantages of this employment portals are it has wide reach because everybody has this social media accounts, this Naukri, LinkedIn, Indeed. So they get to know the job posting. And it is also fast recruitment. There are also large database of candidates available, and filtering of applicants become very easy at that portal. If we take example of employment portals are there like Naukri.com, LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster, and this source of recruitment is best suitable for mid-level professionals, IT jobs, and corporate positions. As we all know that the campus recruitment is basically for the level jobs and the fresh candidates, fresh graduates, and these employment portals are for mid-level of professionals, IT jobs, corporate positions. Now we'll talk about the recruitment agencies. Recruitment agencies act as intermediaries between employers and job seekers. The functions of recruitment agency: they search for candidates, they screen resumes, conduct preliminary interviews, and they recommend suitable candidates on the basis of that. So the advantages of recruitment agencies are it saves company time, it also has access to specialized talent useful for executive hiring, and this is best suitable for senior management, specialized positions, urgent hiring requirements. For example, a company looking for an HR director may hire a recruitment agencies to identify suitable candidates. Now, the exchanges. Employment exchanges are government run offices that connect job seekers and employers. And the function of these employment exchanges are they maintain records of unemployed individuals, they notify job opportunities, and they also refer candidates for employers. And the advantages of these employment exchanges are low cost recruitment, and it is also supported by the government agencies, and this is also useful for public sector hiring like government run offices where job seekers are registered and employers notify vacancies common for unskilled and semi-skilled roles. So this is all about the exchanges. Now we will talk about the advertisements part that includes both print and digital advertisements. It is most widely used external source because ads are placed in newspapers like Times of India, Hindu, job portals, Naukri, and LinkedIn, and detail ads help self-screening. So organizations advertise job vacancies through newspapers, magazines, websites, television, and digital platforms. And the information included in this advertisement is the job title, qualifications, experience required, salary details, application procedure. And the advantage of this advertisement source is it reaches a large audience because everybody reads newspapers, they go through the magazines, they also see social media portals, and it also it reaches a large number of audience, creates employer visibility, and it attracts diverse applicants from the diverse areas, from diverse status. And the examples of this: Times of India, the Hindu, company website, LinkedIn ads, and it is best suitable for all levels of recruitment. This advertisement. Now we will see the job fairs. Job fairs are events where multiple employers and meet job seekers at a single location. Process of job fairs: what happens at the job fairs: employers set up stalls, they talk to the candidate directly, and they collect the resume from them, and screening happen at the same time and at the same place. Advantage of job fairs: face to face interaction with the candidates, and they can also recruit quickly, and there are also opportunities for students for the networking. And this is also suitable for freshers, mass hiring, entry level jobs. Now, the social media recruitment. Social media recruitment, the organization use social media platforms to attract and recruit talent. Platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And the advantages of this social media recruitment is it is cost effective, wider audience reach, employer branding, and they attract younger workforce. You must have seen that many startups had uh, post vacancies directly on LinkedIn and Instagram, and they also get candidates from there. Now we'll talk about the walk-in interviews. What is this walk-in interview? Candidates directly approach the organization for interviews without prior appointments. In this process, company announces walk-in dates and the candidate appear with resumes. Screening and interviews occur on the same day. So this is a feature of walk-in interviews. And this has advantages like it does the quick hiring, it fetch the candidates easily. It also reduce recruitment time. Like for companies like PPOs and the retail organization, they go for this walk-in interview, and this is done in the time of when the urgent vacancies are required, customer service roles are vacant, and the others. Now, though, we will talk about the professional associations. Professional associations are organized organization formed by members of a specific profession. They often maintain members' databases and job boards. The function of this professional association is networking and the placement assistance, professional development, and job reference. Example of this is Human Resource Professional and National Institute of Personal Management. The advantages of this is it has access to highly qualified professionals, and you will also company gets better quality candidates in the specialized recruitment, and this is best suitable for the accountants, engineers, HR professionals, and legal experts. For example, if a company wants a experienced chartered account, it may approach ICAI's professional network. So it also plays important role in the recruitment, and it is important part of the external sources of the recruitment. So these all are the functions of sources of external recruitment. The others are like trade unions. Unions sometimes maintains list of qualified workers who are seeking employment, especially in unionized industries like textile, printing, and construction. Those trade unions are basically for the field of textiles, printing, and construction because they have a union where they maintain the list of qualified workers who are in the search of the job. Now we are done with the type of external sources. What is that? Advertisements, campus recruitment, employment exchanges, recruitment consultants, jobbers, and labor contractors. Labor contractors are those middlemen who supply unskilled workers for activities like constructions, agriculture, and manufacturing. It also maintains contact with labor supply areas. So labor contractors are those who provide unskilled workers for the work of construction, agriculture, and manufacturing. Now, this would walk-ins, professional association, trade unions, leasing, executive search firm. Executive search firms, high-level agencies that proactively identify and approach top executives. Often those not actively looking for a job like Spencer, Stewart. So these are the for the senior leadership role. And the deputation is employee from other organizations, civil services, or defense forces are deputed for specific duration, common in public sector and undertakings. So these are the external sources of recruitment. Now we will see the methods of external recruitment. What are the methods of external recruitment? External recruitment methods can be broadly classified into three categories, that is, direct methods, indirect methods, and third party methods. What is direct methods? In direct methods, the organization directly approaches the potential candidates, for example, like campus visits, job fairs. So, these all are the type of direct methods. For example, we can take an example of TCS visiting engineering colleges for campus placement. So it is called a direct method of recruitment because you directly approach the candidate and you interact with the candidate face to face, and you quickly interacts and immediately screening is done in direct methods. In indirect methods like newspaper ads, TV, radio, professional journals. In indirect methods, organizations advertise vacancies and wait for interested candidates to apply. In this, the jobs are posted in the newspaper advertisements. It is broadcast on the television and the radio advertisements, professional journals, and LinkedIn post. So this is called indirect methods of recruitment, where it is done through the advertised vacancies. For example, when a company posts a vacancy on LinkedIn or in the Times of India, it is using an indirect method. And advantage of this is it reaches a large number of candidates. Now the third party methods. In third party methods, an intermediary helps connect employers and job seekers. For example, recruitment agencies, employment exchanges, and trade unions. So this is also important methods of external recruitment. Now we will see the advantages of external sources of recruitment. Now that we have understood the various external sources of recruitment, let us discuss why organizations prefer external recruitment. Because it has wide choice, fresh ideas, specialized skills, competitive advantage, and diverse workforce never dries up. So these all are the advantages of external source of recruitment. Now we will see that this wide choice. What is this? External recruitment provides access to a much larger talent pool than internal recruitment. The company can choose candidates from different cities, states, or even countries. The company can choose candidates from different cities, and more applicants mean a higher chance of finding the right person. Example, if a company posts a vacancy on LinkedIn or Naukri, thousands of candidates can apply because they have account on this app. Now we'll see the fresh ideas. New employees bring different perspectives, knowledge, and perspectives, and this also suggests new ways of working. They also help organizations become more innovative and they challenge outdated practice. So this also brings the fresh ideas to the organization. A specialized skill. Sometimes it happens that you do not have the skilled workers at the organization. In that case, you go for this external recruitment because they help you hire a skilled workers who are useful in technology, AI, data analytics, cyber security, etc. For example, a company developing an AI product may hire a machine learning expert from outside. So it brings the external sources of recruitment brings the specialized skills to the organization. Competitive advantage. Hiring talented employees from competitors can strengthen the organization. The company gains experienced professionals, industry knowledge, and best practices are brought into the organization. For example, a bank hiring an experienced manager from other leading bank. So this also gives the competitive advantage to the external to the recruitment. Diverse workforce. External recruitment helps build diversity. It brings candidates from different genders, from different cultures, different educational backgrounds, and different regions and experience. Because for people, candidates from all over the other regions and with the different kind of experience, with the different kind of educational backgrounds, from the different cultures, in different genders, they come for this external recruitment. So through this, a diverse workforce uh, build the diversity is built at the organization. A diverse workforce improves creativity and decision makings. Never dries up. It means that the external labor market is continuously available. New graduates enter the market every year. Experienced professionals frequently change jobs, and companies are not limited to existing employees. For example, if there is no suitable internal candidate, organization can always search outside. So, external recruitment helps organization access a larger talent pool, bring fresh ideas, acquire specialized skills, gain a competitive advantage, improving workforce diversity, and ensure a continuous supply of talent. So, however, despite these advantages, external recruitment also has certain limitations, which we will discuss in the next slide. The disadvantages of the external sources of recruitment. It is expensive, time consuming, risk of maladjustment, demoralized insiders, uncertain performance, high induction cost. When organizations hire candidates from outside the company, they gain fresh talent, but they also face several challenges. That is, it is expensive because it involves many costs such as advertising job vacancies, recruitment agency fees, assessment and testing expenses, interview and onboarding cost. So these all are the costs that one has to incur if they are looking for the external recruitment sources. Because you have to pay for to the newspaper or the magazines for your advertisement, you also have to pay the recruitment agencies which you have hired, and the assessment and testing experience, interview and onboarding costs. So this is quite expensive process. Time consuming, obviously this will take time. Finding, screening and onboarding external candidates takes longer time. The external hiring process usually takes longer because organization must attract applicants, screen resumes, conduct interviews, verify documents and references, complete onboarding. So this is a complete lengthy process which takes time. Risk of maladjustment means new employees may find it difficult to adjust to the organizational culture, new work environment, and the team dynamics and the company policies. So it's a kind of risk. If think about, if you have a highly skilled employees, they still feel struggle if they cannot adapt to the company's way of working. Demoralizes insiders. It means that when senior positions are filled from outside, existing employees may feel ignored or undervalued, less motivated, discouraged about career growth opportunities. An employee, for example, an employee expecting a promotion may feel disappointed when an outsider is hired instead. Now, the next is uncertain performance. Unlike internal candidates, external candidates have no proven performance record within the organization. Organization cannot be completely sure about their actual skills, work attitudes, ability to perform under company condition. For example, a candidate may perform well in interview but fail to meet expectations after joining. This happens very easily because the candidate, sometimes you think that candidate has done well in interview, but it may happen that it will not meet your expectation what you have expected from that candidate. High induction cost, it means that new employees acquire orientation programs, the training session, supervision and mentoring, time to understand systems and procedures. So they require all the processes. So there is also cost involved in the induction of the employees. For example, a new employee may feel several weeks of training before becoming fully productive. Although external recruitment helps organizations bring in fresh talent, new ideas, and specialized skills, it can be costly, time consuming, uncertain, and may affect employee morale, making it important for organizations to balance external hiring with internal recruitment. Now, there is this comparison between the internal versus external sources. We can see here that internal sources are cheaper and faster, whereas the external sources are more expensive and time consuming. Internal sources, it has limitation to existing employees. You can only look up to the existing employees for the recruitment, but external sources has unlimited talent market because you can visit to the other university colleges, you can also advertise in the newspaper magazines, you also have social networking site where you can post job. So there is access to unlimited talent market. Internal sources may cause stagnation or inbreeding. It means that you have candidates of certain skill, so it could be sometime it could be stagnated. But if you recruit from outside, it brings fresh ideas and the innovation and the creativity at the organization. So Now, internal sources boost morale of insiders. When you have only the insiders, you don't recruit from outside of the organization. It boosts the morale of the insiders because they think that they have no other outsiders to compete with them. But it demotivate existing staff. The external sources may demotivate existing staff. Internal sources are best for senior middle roles, but external sources best for entry level and specialist role that we have already discussed in the sources of recruitment, that if we need senior or middle roles, there could be succession planning in the organization, inside the organization. But if you need a fresh talent, like graduates or engineering graduates, the young talent, you can always look up to outside the organization, and that is for the entry level and specialist role. In internal sources, employee already knows the culture, so there is no need to go for the induction class or any training or any kind of classes, because employee already knows the culture of the company. But in external sources, you need to provide them the induction training and the other kind of training for new employees to be settled in. So this is the comparison between the internal sources and external sources. Now we will take the it's a kind of a case study. We'll see the real world example where the campus recruitment is done. We all know that TCS every year conduct the mass campus recruitment program where they visit the colleges, like 500 colleges they visit across India, and they are hiring about 40,000 fresh graduates in a single cycle. So this is the most visible example of external recruitment through educational institution, because it also has benefits to this company, because they have the access to a large talent pool. They are also cost effective hiring in bulk and opportunity to train fresh graduates according to company requirements. For example, a final year engineering student gets selected through a TCS campus placement drive and joins the company after graduation. So this is one of the most prominent examples of the external recruitment. The phrase work is the startup. It uses modern external recruitment methods to attract experienced professionals and specialized talents. It works as recruitment. It recruits through LinkedIn, it hires via recruitment agencies, global talent sourcing, and digital recruitment campaigns. This is an external recruitment because it hires candidates from outside the organization, often from different companies, cities, and even countries, and it has access to benefits of this phrase works to access to highly skilled professionals, faster hiring of a specialized talent, and ability to recruit globally. So a software engineer working in another company is approached through LinkedIn and recruited by Phrasworks. So these both are the examples of the external recruitment. So this was today's lecture. This was about today's lecture, and I have also given the exam tips and the memory trick at the end of the lecture for the exam purpose. And this lecture is useful for all the MBA and BBA students and the candidate who are giving NET exams. It is also useful for them, and any HR professional, they can also take a reference from this lecture. Thank you so much for attending this class.